Would you like a story time on why I lost $600 today and I'm going to take myself out to lunch to celebrate? Okay, you asked for it. Here it is. Hi, my name's Desiree. For the last almost 16 months, I've been on a health journey of chasing strength, chasing movement, fueling my body, doing so many things so I can feel better. I was also disabled for 5 years prior to that. I had severe injuries to my foot and I was unable to walk. So I'm taking my life back, right? My friend Heather told me about this app called HealthyWage. When I started my journey, she said, you should do it. You're in the right headspace. You're doing really good for yourself. Just do it. So HealthyWage is an app that you can basically take a gamble on yourself, right? So I signed up to lose 90 pounds in 12 months on this app. Now, every month you pay whatever you bet against yourself. I was paying $100 into it. And you set a time frame, right? There's a time limit that you have to do. And I was like, 90 pounds, 12 months, let's go. I was like 3 or 4 months into my journey. I was already dropping weight like crazy. And I was like, I can do 90 pounds in 12 months. Well, my weigh-in verification is in 2 days. And that's the end. Like, I weigh in and I'm supposed to be at 207.2, I think, pounds, or 206.8, something like that. And I am currently sitting at 210.8 pounds as of this morning. So 4 pounds away. I have been doing my entire journey based on chasing health and chasing strength. So I know in my heart of hearts that losing 4 pounds in a couple of days is impossible, right? Because calories don't disappear like that. And 4 pounds is 14,000 calories. Can't do that. But the closer it got to my weigh-in day and me needing to be a certain weight, I started thinking, well, I could go in a sauna. I could sweat out all my water weight. And then I started researching that. And next thing you know, I start seeing these videos where it's like, you could take a laxative to drop a few pounds. You could do this to drop a few pounds immediately. You could do that. And I considered it. I truly considered doing something that I am so dead set against, because when I made the commitment and the promise to myself to do this journey, it was for the reason of taking my life back. And I've done so great at that. And I know that those 4 pounds that I am sitting from cashing in on almost $4,000 is not my fault. I've stayed consistent. I've focused on progress over perfection. I know I'm getting my hydration in. I know I'm getting my movement in. I know I'm staying in a calorie deficit. I know I'm doing all the right things. And I know I'm at a plateau right now. So for the last few weeks, I've been very, very, very hard on myself about this goal. In the beginning of the new year, I made myself a vision board. And anytime I've set a goal for myself, I've usually crushed it, right? This is the one goal I'm not going to crush. And when I did my vision board, my thing of this year that I wanted to release and no longer hold on to was my fear of imperfection. And for someone like me, who was a single mom of 2 kids at the age of 19, went to college, graduated college with a 3.97 GPA. I worked 2 full-time jobs while I was in college. Again, I had 2 kids under the age of 2. I did that. And I proved everybody wrong, right? And I was so dead set on this HealthyWage and proving myself right. I had to accept defeat. But it's not defeat in the sense that I didn't try, right? It's defeat in the sense that there are certain things that are out of my control, like a plateau where my body is getting used to the new metabolism, where the scientific things that happen when you're on a health journey and your body is adjusting to all the things, I have no control over. So the perfectionist in me had to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Because when I made that decision that cost me $600, I made that decision knowing that I'm staying true to myself. That I'm not going to put the risk of my health in harm's way by going into a sauna to drop 4 pounds and risk damage to my heart and my organs and so many other things. I'm also not going to clear out my gut biome that I have been working on and fueling my body with whole foods and working on my overall health for 4 pounds. $600 was worth it to me because you cannot put a price on staying true to yourself. So while I paid $600, I gave myself something that I don't think I've ever given myself before. Grace and understanding that I'm not perfect, and loving that I'm not perfect, because as soon as I made that payment, I felt so much better. And by the way, HealthyWage, you're on some bullshit making us pay for 6 whole months. I'm calling you out right now. I'm 4 pounds away from my goal. I should have the option to buy in for 1 more month. Y'all motherfuckers. Greedy ass app. Acting like I ain't out here doing the work and you want to get greedy with 6 months payment. Get the fuck out of here. I even emailed them and asked them if I could only pay 1 month, and they were like, nope. So just so you know, the last few weeks I've been very hard on myself in my head because I felt like a failure because I'm not hitting this goal. And even my husband said to me, he's watched me day in and day out of this journey show up for myself. He said, babe, you're not a failure. You can't control your body readjusting. I'm also building muscle as I'm losing fat. So I've lost the 90 pounds in fat, faux show, but I've also gained a fuck ton of muscle. And I don't want to put that at risk by getting in a sauna and doing something dangerous. It's okay to fail, because what I learned from this failure is how much stronger I am to be able to accept defeat and celebrate myself because I made the right choice. So, very proud of myself. I'm going to take myself to lunch in a little bit, but I'm at Aldi first, and if there's something cool in the fun aisle, I know I'm getting it because I deserve it. Okay, love you. Bye.